When it comes time to sell your house, know that you have options, from the very expensive to the almost free. There are actually 4 different ways to sell your house. In this video, we're going to go over those 4 different ways and the pros and the cons of each. If you watch this video to the end, you're going to have all the information you need to make that decision of the most profitable way to sell your house for you. If you do make it to the end, you'll learn about another way to sell your house in the near future, but that technology is not quite there yet. Hi, my name is Joel Y. I have been a real estate agent since 2009. I've sold lots of houses, and that's where I get the expertise and the knowledge to teach you how to sell your house yourself. Subscribe to this channel. This isn't like an entertainment channel where people come back again and again and again. They mostly come here just once or twice to learn how to sell their house themselves, to make more money. So if you subscribe, it gets me up in the rankings and gives other people the opportunity to notice this channel so they too can get value and learn how to sell their house themselves. So hit the subscribe button below, and I thank you for that. Most people, when it comes time to sell their house, they immediately think about hiring a real estate agent, someone like me. But that's really expensive. Think about it. If your house is worth $300,000, it's going to cost you around $18,000 to get it sold. That's $18,000. That's a lot of money. So here's something to consider. There's hardly any marketing involved in real estate these days. When we put the house on the MLS, it just distributes it out to all those internet sites like Zillow, Realtor.com, etc., etc., etc. There's literally hundreds of them. And that's where consumers go to find those homes. Real estate agents look on the MLS for their clients, but most people actually find the house themselves that they end up buying, and that's online. So if you are going to hire a real estate agent to do the work for you, shop around. Try to find one that's the least expensive. We're trained to teach you that we're really worth what you pay us. What a real estate agent is really good for is taking care of all the headaches and all the ins and outs and all the details of getting your house sold for you. So shop around, find a real estate agent that's reasonable, that you can afford. The pros to hiring a real estate agent, of course, are they'll do all the work for you. The work, like they'll help you price your house. They'll tell you what to do to get your house ready. They'll take care of all the paperwork for you. They'll schedule all the inspections and the appraisals, and they'll get you to closing. All you have to do basically is the hard part of getting your house ready, cleaning, things like that. The cons to hiring a real estate agent, of course, are the expense. Usually, most real estate agents cost between 4 and 7%. If you can find one that'll do it for 4%, hire them. Second way we're going to talk about to sell your house is by using an Ibuyer. An Ibuyer is a company that will come and they'll buy your house directly from you. What they do is they come in, they make you an offer. And then if you like that offer, they'll do inspections, and there may be repairs that they want done. But after the inspection, they'll give you the final offer. And if you're okay with that offer, you say yes, they write you a check, and your house is sold. It's not quite that easy, but basically, yeah, it's pretty much that easy. An iBuyer is not a flipper. They're not, you know those signs on the side of the road that say we buy houses? It's not those guys. iBuyers will give you a decent market value for your house. They make their money by reselling it. But there are fees involved. Most of them charge a 5% what they call service fee, and they will give you a little bit less than what your house is actually worth and what you could get on the open market for it. But they are super convenient and super quick. The pros to hiring an iBuyer, of course, are the convenience, and you get your home sold fast. You don't have to go through the anxiety of listing, of inspections, of appraisals, wondering about your buyer's financing, all those little things that a real estate agent will take care of for you. They can be really stressful when you're selling your house. The cons to an iBuyer are, again, they're expensive. Third way we're going to talk about selling your house is not so much just for regular sales, but they're called wholesalers. And what wholesalers want to do is buy your house really, really cheap and then turn around and sell it for more money and make that profit in between. And some of them do very, very well. Most of these guys will just flip your house. Now, what wholesalers do is they look for properties that are in distress, homeowners that are underwater, homeowners that are in financial stress and need to get rid of their house. They'll come in and they'll buy it from you, or in some cases take over the mortgage and get you out from underneath it. And then they'll either rent your house out, or they'll fix it up and flip it and sell it for much more money. Now, most of these wholesalers are really good people. I know several of them around the country. Most of them will come in and they're really out there to help people. Of course, they're a business, they're in it to make a profit, but they can also help. Some of these guys are not so scrupulous, and those are the ones you just want to watch out for. Some of these guys go and they prey on widows and widowers and people that have had a tragedy in their life and are not thinking real clearly. Just remember, whenever you are dealing with these wholesalers, you want to make sure you understand exactly what you're signing, maybe even get an attorney to go over it for you. The fourth and final way we're going to talk about to sell your house is my favorite, and that's to sell it yourself. That's the way you make the most money. And these days you can practically do that for free. With sites like Zillow, you can go on Zillow and I'll show you how you can list your house on Zillow to get it sold quickly. And as long as your house is priced right, it's gotten ready for market properly, you can sell it yourself and you'll keep all your money. So those are the 4 different ways that you can sell your house. The 5th way to sell your house is through the blockchain. The blockchain technology has not been perfected in real estate yet, but there are a lot of really, really smart people working on it. Once it is done, it could eliminate intermediaries involved in the real estate transaction. No more agents, possibly no more banks, maybe. We'll just have to wait and see. Like I say, there's a lot of really smart people working on that. I'll do a video that goes more in depth on blockchain and the real estate industry and how it's affecting it soon. When it comes time to sell your house, really think it through. Think about what's going to work best for you, how you're going to make the most profit. And again, please subscribe to this channel because then you'll be helping other people notice it so that they too can get the value out of learning how to sell their house themselves. Thanks for watching.